Welcome to another episode of The Brand Called You, a podcast and podcast show that brings you leadership lessons, knowledge, experience, and wisdom from thousands of successful individuals from around the world. I'm your host, Ashutosh Garg, and today I'm delighted to welcome a very young and accomplished entrepreneur from India, Aditi Bhutia Madan. Aditi, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Ashutosh, sir. It's a privilege to be part of the brand called You, and I'm honored to be here today to
Thank you,
share.
Aditi. Thank you. Aditi is the founder director of BluePine Foods Private Limited and brand Yangkiez by Momo Mami. She is known for her grace and 3D approach in her cooking. And Aditi was one of the top 6 contestants in the Amul MasterChef Kitchen K Star in season 3. She has also been recognized, felicitated, and awarded several times. So, Aditi, let's start by talking about BluePine Foods. What got you interested in foods, and what was your motivation to start this journey?
Yes, sir. This question is very important because that's how the journey of an employee to an entrepreneur begins, actually. It began maybe way before MasterChef season 3 even started for me. But somehow, post 2013, after MasterChef happened, something had to be done with a purpose. And the purpose, I didn't know myself what was it exactly, but I was trying to find it out, me and my husband both, and somehow started with the trial and R&D of being an organized player in frozen food industry, starting with momos. So that's how the exactly started a post MasterChef India season 3.
Wonderful. And what inspired you to focus on momos, and why in the frozen foods industry?
So to be very honest, firstly, it was a purpose. One, there were 2-3 reasons to it. One was the stigma around the product, that it's a junk food, fast food, right? Whereas it is a staple food which I had been consuming since childhood, and in Himalayan states and all, we all have it almost every day as a staple food with hot broth and everything. Secondly, while I realized while I was working and also going through different learnings, right, at that point of time with entrepreneurship and everything, that there's a huge agro produce wastage and decay that is happening. So to contribute towards the Indian economy by reducing the agro produce wastage and converting those agro produce into a product by giving shelf life without adding any preservatives, what best could be with a complete set that is momos, which is very easy because it is steamed, and steamed is the best way of preparing food, cooking food. So that concept, and also because my basic strength that I came from the Himalayas, because I had this strength in making momos. So I did not want to focus on something that I had to get the skill and learning and training and then start something. Focused on something that I had within my limitations and resources. And it is a product that it can be replicated anywhere across India or the world as well.
Well said. But, I'm a little surprised you said that people thought of it as junk food. I've 2 grown-up sons who lived outside India, in Singapore and America for over 20 years. Every time they come home, the first thing they order is momos.
Amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing.
So you then tell me, when you talk of momo is normally fresh steamed, how do momos work frozen and then defrosted?
Yes. So we have a certain process. That's the USP of our unit, of our team as well, BluePine Foods and Yangkiez by Momo Mami. That's the process involved doesn't use preservatives and also any chemicals. So any additives or preservatives that will give the shelf life longer. So it's a process. So we bring in the agro produce same day in the morning, convert it into a product and give shelf life. So as you steam or when you even fry, frying is an option that we give to the customers, but we promote steaming, right? And we have different skin flours as well. So when you steam it, it is as fresh as you have prepared even. So you don't even need to defrost. You don't need to thaw. So you don't thaw it. You just steam it right away from the freezer. So it's done. And the flavor is as fresh as that you would have freshly made momos as well.
Well said. Aditi, also talk to me a little bit about the significance of the name Yangkiez by Momo Mami, and how does it represent the essence of your brand?
Yes, sir. So Yangkiez comes from my former name, that is before marriage, Yangchen. So that's how Yang and Yangkiez by Momo Mami came into action. And Momo Mami was a name, is a name given to me. Now I'm proud of it after Shark Tank India, thanks to Shark Tank that they have given a huge validation as well. So in MasterChef season 3, Chef Vikas Khanna used to keep calling me Momo Mami as well, because I was making something or the other with momos, or the story itself with my bhanja and bhanjis, my nieces and nephews to call me as Mami, please Momo banaiye. So that's how the story has started from 2013 and until now and forever, with Momo Mami and Yangkiez being my former name. That's how we've combined Yangkiez and Momo Mami.
Oh, wonderful. So you've become the universal Mami now for everybody who is consuming your product. Well done.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Congratulations. So, Aditi, also tell me, for our viewers and listeners, what is the process you follow for making and packaging frozen momos? And how do you ensure their quality, taste, and freshness stays?
Right. So, not getting deep into the process.
No, don't want any trade secrets. No trade secrets.
That's a USP. So yes, we source like every day in the morning the cabbage, onions, carrots, ginger. We use wide range of agro produce. We even have different innovations also. Some products are trademarked even, right? So every day the produce comes in the morning, and then we clean it and then process it and make it into momos. Skin or maida skin or different for different products also, like gluten free dim sums also we have for B2B clients. We haven't listed yet in the B2C model. So these products are converted, these agro produce and the chicken like etc. are converted into a product. And then we have a process like where like there is like uh, cutting, chopping, mincing, and then misa and everything, and then dough sheet, dough kneading, and crafting. So we focus majorly on handcrafted. We have both automated, fully automated also, and even handcrafted. But we promote handcrafted very focused and very strategically, because handcrafted generates employment opportunities for the underprivileged. So that's why we have focused more on that. Each product has a different shape, right? And it's standardized. It's a standard shape that you will find, standard size, standard design that you will find in every product. And that's how it's processed. So then it's packaged with food grade packaging and labeled and all. It has all the compliances involved with regards to packaging. And we supply it as a B2B majorly as of now, because we started with B2B as a supplier to Horeca industry, and B2C by Yangkiez by Momo Mami we launched in 2018 as a brand.
So what is your brand available now on all the e-commerce platforms like Amazon, etc., or Big Basket? Not yet.
Not yet, because that has some huge, I think, so maybe commissions or other revenue, this thing also. So we have not yet entered that space, but we are now entering the space very soon. And we are launching our own B2C package model as well. So currently we have only B2B, which is to Horeca, and B2C, that is through Yangkiez by Momo Mami, and some form for the website. For some customers we have kept it open in the website as well, so that they can order where our availability is there. Like example, wherever we have our Yangkiez by Momo Mami, we have kept the pin code available around that area.
Wonderful, wonderful. The other question that I've often asked food entrepreneurs like yourself is, and especially when you have handcrafting, how do you ensure that your taste quality remains standard?
Because of the firstly the SOPs, the recipe that has been formed over, like it's been more than now 9 years. Like momos I have definitely been having since childhood, but the momos that we had to develop with the authenticity, the taste, regarding the Himalayas also keeping in mind, and also the taste bud of North India as well. So keep both the customers in mind. We have now developed more than 8 years it's been, and so it has been consistent. So regular feedback from the customers has helped us develop the product much more betterly. So that's been like 8 years that the customers have been giving us feedback, and then that's how the recipes has kept evolving, right? The recipes, the process are all standardized, so that's how we're able to give consistency. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. And are there any unique flavors or types of momos that you have developed? And if yes, what has inspired their creation?
Yes, absolutely. So we have innovated a lot of products, and in 2017 itself, 16, 17, we had innovated Bauza. That's Bauza is a combination of pizza and momos, and the dough is different. It's a fermented dough. It's large in size, about 45 grams, and we prefer it to be fried, but though it doesn't soak oil. So this was one of a key innovation in 2016, 17. Then we had Thai dumplings. All Thai flavors, galangal, lemongrass, kaffir lime, and everything. No synthetic flavors. And also we have Italian dumplings. We have Zinga, which is in the B2C, Yangkiez by Momo Mami, and Piro Piro. And similarly, many products, some of which are already trademarked as well. And keep innovating, because innovation is the only key that will keep us alive in the long run, right? For a brand, especially being a food brand.
You know, after hearing you talk about all the amazing innovation you're doing, you're almost convinced me to. Soon after our conversation, I'll go to your website and order some. But my next question to you is that how has the Indian market responded to your product, and how do you plan to expand in the future?
The Indian customers, definitely, our customers has appreciated the product widely and very warmly. Firstly, when we started with B2B, sir, in 2016, it was not so much difficult for us to validate our product, because the customers, once they started with the B2B supply, through the word of mouth, other customers came to us, to get our products. And we as a brand have been very focused on giving it to whom and whom not. So yes, that way we are very particular. We were particular. Now we'll be more open. And but yes, that has helped us a lot with B2B customers as well, through word of mouth. And to see Yangkiez by Momo Mami, when we launched in Malviya Nagar, the first outlet, our Zinga dumplings were the best sellers. Even the tomato employees used to keep ordering every day, all the time. We had also had Japanese Thai curry and all, karage chicken and all. That was my also strength with some Japanese cuisine. So that's how I had launched the product, and we used to do it very beautifully with the product itself is like handcrafted and prepared with all love and care. So I think high energy reaches to the customers. So that's how that customers have been appreciating. Definitely, the taste buzz. Sometimes we might not be matching with everyone, right? But at least yes, to the masses we have been, because as we have more than now lakhs of customers that we have already served. So they have given us immense strength and feedback, and also love to keep moving and keep growing. So it's already been now 7 years that BluePine Foods is in existence as a registered company, and Yangkiez by Momo Mami also has more than 5 years now. Wow. So that itself shows that we have the potential and the strength to keep moving on.
No, absolutely. And one of the days, I'm sure I'll be seeing you all over the world with your brand. So good luck to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
One of the other aspects, Aditi, is that, and again, I enjoy momos, but I'm not an expert. A very important component of consuming momos is the sauce. How do you handle that critical part?
Truly, the sauce is the soul of momos, right? Without soul, without the atma, it cannot be, it cannot be a complete meal. Even for us, it's like the broth also. The clear broth is also the soul of momos, because it has to go hand in hand, complement each other. This broth, the hot soup broth clears the system also, and it you remain strong and also like very energetic with a lot of nutrients and all. So sauce definitely is a bestseller as well. We have the sauce as a very strong component which B2B clients especially orders from us, right? And we have a sauce which we serve, and we also have for dim sums and all chili oil and all others kind of sauces also, like peanut chutney and others also. But that's mainly for B2B, and for B2C in Yankees we give two sauces. One is chili garlic, which is the very spicy one, and one is the less spicy, which is authentic one, which is made from tomatoes and chilies and coriander.
And these sauces are also frozen.
No, the sauces are not frozen. The chili sauce is like frozen. It's frozen also, and non-frozen one also we have. We have both the ones. So that works well. Yes.
There's another aspect now that this is based on conversations with many food entrepreneurs like you. There is an increasing demand for plant-based diets, for vegan products, and for gluten-free products. Are you working on these, or do you already have a range?
We already have a range, but we have not yet declared it, sir, because that would bring some kind of controversy, we feel, because if we put it as vegan, even maybe we can mention it as vegan in a bracket form, like Thai things are vegan. We use coconut milk and vegetables and all, right? So it's already a vegan momo, right? But we don't want to declare it, because at the same time, in the other part of the menu, there is chicken, mutton, and paneer and all also. So I think so. That's how, like, it's a very tricky topic. So maybe we would like to take some feedback from the customers who are vegan, and then tag it properly.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Definitely we have. We also have developed products which are immunity based momos. That is stick atta momos also. We have that as well, and it has really worked out very well. And we sent for some testing also to diabetic patients to that reduces the glucose level also after having it.
Amazing. So now I'm going to come to two or three questions about you as a startup founder. You said that BluePine has been in existence for 6-7 years. Tell me about some of the challenges you have faced as a startup entrepreneur and a founder as you have built BluePine Foods.
Sir, challenges तो बहुत आते हैं, and every one has challenges, even if he or she is not a startup, or even in families when one gets married, then also the husband and wife both have challenges. So it's a similar concept. So it's a similar thought, and yes, when you're ready, when you're married, when you're even engaged, right, then you have to be committed, and also you have to develop the relation. It's like developing the relation with your brand, with your startup. It's like nurturing and growing, and keep watering, keep having faith and hope. It will grow big, like a big tree, and then it will give. So it's a similar thought of building a relationship with a husband as well. And there were challenges, many challenges, but yes, if I had to write a maybe book, it would be a long volumes of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
But to keep it short as of for now, to keep a little mysterious also, like challenges were there, like funds and starting and everything, how and whys. But I believe that if an entrepreneur has that passion and the faith and ziddipan of wanting to do something, he or she be able to gather all the resources. आपके पास हो ना हो, वो सब आ जाएंगे आपके पास वो ड्रीम पूरा करने के लिए. So कायनात लग जाती है, बोलते हैं जैसे.
Absolutely,
So, that happens, and that has happened to me. So even I did not have individually like funds to start a startup, but everything happened because of the passion, because of the faith, because of if even like my husband believing in me, how would one believe? No, even my in-laws, or even any entrepreneur's parents, or husband, or brother, sister, even anyone, convince them. And when they see that you are really wanting to do that, and there is a purpose, and yes, there is some future in it, you have to get that confidence, then everyone will come and support you. So these kind of challenges were overcome in the initial days, but later on, as we started with, then there are different kind of challenges when you start entering the maze, right? It's uncertainties will keep coming every day,
Correct.
morning.
Correct. Correct.
But
Correct.
accepting those uncertainties with happiness, and with by imbibing them warm heartedly, I think every challenges becomes opportunities, and also it makes you more stronger, that I have believed. Now when I look back 6-7 years down the line, so I've seen it has made me more stronger and stronger, with knowledge, with experience, with everything. Those challenges only built us so strong to even face when COVID came, pandemic, right? So even those tough times also, we were very strong and focused on keep going. We did not touch or lay any employees off, right? We kept on. The Yankees were kept on. How we managed, we only know how we managed the entire show, but we passed that journey beautifully. And also, even after me going to COVID, being a COVID patient in second lockdown, and that also, that like thanks to like NSR cell also, and I was able to participate in Shark Tank India, and the whole then the um, journey has changed so much, right? So
How
all upon
wonderful.
the faith. It's all upon the faith and hope. It's all upon the trust that one, as an entrepreneur, believes in overcoming everything. It is very easy to surpass, I believe.
Well said. Well said. So, Aditi, my last question to you, and this is for so many people who will listen to our conversation. Based on your own journey as an entrepreneur and a food entrepreneur, what would you say are 3 lessons you want a lot of our viewers and listeners to take away from your journey?
There would be again many, but I will stick to 3 only.
Yeah.
So, when one is starting, especially in food or any product based entrepreneurship or startup, I would request the entrepreneurs not to be too fancy, or not to be too go something that you don't have the resources available near you. Look out for the locally available resources around you. There must be some problems to which solutions are being asked for around your, even in your society, or even in rural areas where you come from, right?
Yeah.
So there must be a lot of these things. So please look around that, and don't feel shy in starting very small. In the simplest of simple things lies great power, is what I believe.
Correct.
I'm not shy away from being called, starting this Momo as a product. And it's now the best sustainable product and sustainable venture that we have got, right? So, a lifelong product that will remain there for ages and ages. So simplicity has the strength. So not feel shy about it, and can that. Secondly, when you're starting, you can have a co-founder who's there from since beginning, even before you register the company, because that will help both of you travel the journey through a lot of turmoils and emotional, there will be a lot of emotional uh, calls that will be there. So so both the co-founders will be able to handle each other, and that's how you will be able to travel. And also, thirdly, the co-founder, like having equal share of money invested together, would make much better sense, even if it is 2 lakh, 5 lakh, whatever amount. So be there from the start with the co-founder, so that you all have grown up to become a family with the employees and the team. Also, looking for the team, I think at the initial days, for a food startup especially, you don't need to have very hi-fi qualified people in your team. You need more who are very eager to grow, who are eager to learn, who doesn't matter if they have degrees or not, but the passion or the strength has to be there in that in those employees who will stick to with you for the long run. Like we have employees who's been there now from 7 years plus, and see the dream. They have grown up to become from dishwasher to now purchase, dispatch, department heads. So it should be the power of change. So in just these three things are, I think, enough, sir. There are
Very
so many.
interesting.
Yes.
Very, very interesting, Aditi. And on that note, and your wonderful lessons, use local resources, start small, be simple, find a co-founder, invest equally as co-founders. And what was very important was nurture your employees and help them to grow. Thank you, Aditi, for speaking to me about BluePine Foods, about Yangkiez by Momo Mami. Thank you for explaining so many different aspects of momos, something that I really enjoy eating, but I didn't know enough about. And I'm certainly going to go and try out your brand, Yangkiez by Momo Mami. Thank you for speaking to me, and good luck in your entire journey.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, TBCY, as well.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Brand Called You videocast and podcast, a platform that brings you knowledge, experience, and wisdom of hundreds of successful individuals from around the world. Do visit our website www.tbcy.in to watch and listen to the stories of many more individuals. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search for the Brand Called You.